Of course, not every black person that gets pulled over by the police gets killed, but I see it all the time. So it's hard for me to not, you know, feel that, and at multiple levels, you grow up where I grew up in Oklahoma, where there was a lot of violence, towards like black folks and people of color and queer folks. And, it's a violent place. And, you grow up there, and my parents grew up in the South, and they reinforced that violence by telling me all the stuff they experienced growing up, and it brings so much truth to this fear that I'm going to get shot and die one way or another. And so, that's something where, like, over the years, you kind of get numb to it. You're like, like, I can't be worried about this every day, or else I'm not going to get anything done. But on the other side, it's like, this is real. Like, this is something that really impacts my life and my mind and how I move through the world. And I shouldn't completely ignore that. There's some validity to it, so yeah.
And it's interesting because one of the things you said as you were talking was it may sound silly.
Yeah.
And now it certainly doesn't sound silly, at least from where I'm sitting. But one of the things that I wondered about in that kind of knee-jerk reaction was, did have people said to you, "Oh, that's silly," or "You're overreacting," or "Come on," because that's what it sounded like to me. That sounded like it was almost someone else saying that,
Yeah.
or that's been said to you before.
Yeah. I mean, it definitely has been said to me before. I think I'm kind of still working through that. Definitely growing up in Oklahoma, where people love guns and they love the police, and and when you're like the one black person at an all white school and you're scared of everything, everyone is kind of gaslighting you. You're in a constant state of being gaslit, and everyone telling you everything's fine. Like, that only happens to bad people, or, only bad people, only crazy people do this, but the older I've gotten, the more I've realized, like, that's not true. Like, this is happening to people that are not bad people, like, this is happening to people that look a lot like me, same body type as me. I'm 6 foot. I weigh 250 pounds. Like, I'm not a small person. My whole life, my parents told me not to raise my voice so people don't kill me or put me in jail. It's like this, you're always, I just grew up policing myself, like how to move, where I was late at night, who I was around, like everything about my life was around my color and how I was being perceived. So it created a huge chasm where I was like, everyone is telling me that I'm crazy, but I'm seeing this happen every day,